rockin' with beats, discussing the heat in the streets. Take over the west and the east. I got what you need, a dose of this vitamin G. You rockin' with beats, discussing the heat in the streets. Take over the west and the east. I got what you need, a dose of this vitamin G. You rockin' with beats, discussing the heat in the streets. Take over the west and the east. I got what you need, a dose of this vitamin G. Rockin' with beats, discussing the heat in the streets. I got what you need, a dose of this vitamin G. You rockin' with beats, discussing the heat in the streets. I got what you need, a dose of this vitamin G. You rockin' with beats, discussing the heat in the streets. Take over the west and the east. I got what you need, a dose of this vitamin G. Vitamin G. Vitamin G. Got what you need.
I'm on the outside looking in, and I wanna be back on the inside. I don't wanna be left on the outside, all alone.
Vitamin G, got what you need. Vitamin G, got what you need.
All alone.
Vitamin G. Discussing that heat in the street, and we got just what you need on Vitamin G. You rockin' with beats, discussing the heat in the streets. Take over the west and the east. I got what you need, a dose of this vitamin G. You rockin' with beats, discussing the heat in the streets. Take over the west and the east. I got what you need, a dose of this vitamin G. You rockin' with beats, discussing the heat in the streets. Take over the west and the east. I got what you need, a dose of this vitamin G. Rockin' with beats, discussing the heat in the streets. I got what you need, a dose of this vitamin G. You rockin' with beats, discussing the heat in the streets. Got what you need, a dose of this vitamin G. You rockin' with beats, discussing the heat in the streets. Take over the west and the east. I got what you need, a dose of this vitamin G. Vitamin G.
I'm on the outside looking in, and I wanna be back on the inside. I don't wanna be left on the outside, all alone. All alone. I'm on the outside looking in, and I wanna be back on the inside. I don't wanna be left on the outside, all alone.
Vitamin G, got what you need. Vitamin G, got what
All
you need.
alone.
Vitamin G. Ay. You rockin' with beats, discussing the heat in the streets. Take over the west and the east. I got what you need, a dose of this vitamin G. You rockin' with beats, discussing the heat in the streets. Take over the west and the east. I got what you need, a dose of this vitamin G. You rockin' with beats, discussing the heat in the streets. Take over the west and the east. I got what you need, a dose of this vitamin G. Rockin' with beats, discussing the heat in the streets. I got what you need, a dose of this vitamin G. You rockin' with beats, discussing the heat in the streets. I got what you need, a dose of this vitamin G. You rockin' with beats, discussing the heat in the streets. Take over the west and the east. I got what you need, a dose of this vitamin G. Vitamin G. Vitamin G. Got what you need.
I'm on the outside looking in, and I wanna be back on the inside. I don't wanna be left on the outside, all alone.
Vitamin G, got what you need. Vitamin G, got what you need.
All alone.
Vitamin G. Hey, final round. I already know how I'm coming, man. Tryna run the town. Tell no duck when they hear that sound. How they gon' come up now? Heavy as the head that'll wear that crown. I'm going pound for pound. And if it's about smoke, then we talk all of that. from an ounce to a pound. Take it, they biting this now. Cause my drip right out the seat. How could they be? Give me a couple of rounds. Cause I'm a beast when I'm on vitamin G. You see, they start crumbling now. Mad struck, start mumbling now. Get the gist, I ain't reaching for cloud. Plot twist, I'm the one with the keys. Clock blitz, know they look how I freeze. Different continents, I be torn. We living life, making yours look boring. See, we win at the end, it's a spoiler warning. Cause I keep heating up, I might blow the whole planet. They calling me toxic like global warming. But they keep tuning in once again and again. I'm the one at the top, just to form a warning. Truly, I'm De Niro when it come to movies. Get De Niro, entertain the groupies. Habanero if you come pursue me. But I hop on the gang, too busy rolled up whenever my girl getting moody. Link up with the gang, we all go insane. Catching them bills on the duty. I'm in Stixie, I'm locked in. Bought a box, I was like 10. Back then, used to box, nowadays they ain't throwing hands. Mama said we got more advanced. One thing about me, I adapt, bought a Glock fin. Keep me safe from the block in. The game kept me off the block. Ain't got flex about looting my Ruger. I can shit on you with my computer. See my graphics card costs more than your damn job can afford to pay you. And my monitor, big as hell, detail, so I can see when I spray you. To reload the clip and record the clip is go all say to that SSD. Know a whole lot of trill game heads like me wanna see tuned into that VGP. Take over the west and the east, and we got just what you need on vitamin G.
What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Dante Crisis back with your weekly dose of vitamin G, and with me is a plethora of footboys. First of all, the man who is always late but somehow gets the most love, Mr. Jubei Sensei. How you doing, my guy? What have you been up to?
Actually, say my intro, bro. I'll go later.
Okay, right. Well, on to the reliable one. Zero, what have you been up to, my guy?
What is going on, good people? Not much. Coming off of a small vacation. So enjoyed myself, went down to the beach, did all that stuff. So not a lot of gaming. The only big thing I really did was jump back into the world of Destiny because the new season has dropped, as well as they have announced Lightfall, which is coming in February of next year. Looks to be probably the last, or probably second to last, big Destiny content update before I don't know what the hell they're going to do next.
Destiny 3.
It could be Destiny 3. I don't. They said like this is the end of the Dark and Light saga, of which I don't really know what that means, considering all of this has been revolved around Dark and Light. So like, what happens when you take this away? But we'll see.
Look at you giving your life to a live service game.
I love Destiny, man. Like, it was so great to get.
What if they let us play as Fallen, bro? We could play as Fallen. I'll take that.
I'll take that. I mean, one of the great things that happened with Halo 2 was when you got to play as the Arbiter. Like, it's basically the same guy, but like, I love playing as the Arbiter. He was dope.
Didn't one of the Fallen get the ability get some of the light as well?
The Hive have the light currently.
Right. That'd be an interesting story to take, considering it's kind of a gray area right there, isn't it? If this is the end of the light and dark sort of story, then maybe we'll look at shades of gray.
Well, that's the thing. The Fallen had light at one. The Fallen followed the Traveler at one time. They did have light, and then they fell away from that light.
The Traveler's a dick, isn't it?
To your point, Dante,
Destiny 3.
It's always been about shades of gray, because most of the story we're led to believe that the Traveler is a good guy and that the darkness is bad. However, the more the story goes on, it's more that like these are just two opposing forces, and that good or bad is kind of irrelevant to what they are, because the reason why the Hive were always destined to get the light, something just happened that stopped them from doing it.
Yeah, the Traveler's a dick. He uses things up and throws them away.
and like the Fallen, because we don't know why the Traveler left the Fallen. We just know the Traveler up and dipped out. Well, it got afraid and ran, but like it's kind of fucked up. It's just up and dipped out on your people. So we're coming to the close, and of course, my favorite character in all of Destiny, Emperor Callus, the Cabal, not Julius Caesar. Who's the I guess probably Nero. The Cabal Nero is back in full effect, and I just can't wait to see what Emperor Callus is up to. He is another disciple of the Witness. It's about to go down. New power sets, new people, apparently. So I'm looking forward to it. So I'll be playing that for some time, and my usual grind of doing my best not to get lost in new games and finish the games I need to be finishing, i.e. Elden Ring, Persona 5, and Yakuza Like a Dragon.
Yeah, I was wondering about where Elden Ring had gotten to. Alright, now on to the annoying one. Omar, what have you been up to?
Okay, too, I guess. What's up, everyone? So I played the demo for Steel Rising, and I finished it, and I enjoyed it. Story is interesting. Gameplay is just a Soul game. It got some few different mechanics of their own. Just so far I played, elements are overpowered as fuck. Especially ice. And what makes it even more fun is you can literally freeze bosses. Which kinda like cheap, but yeah, so be it. And after that I finished a game called Journey of to the Savage Planet. And I enjoyed it. And now I started Soul Hacker 2. And let me tell you, main character smooth as fuck. Other than that, some quality of life improvement, the ability to go from the beginning of the dungeon to the end of the dungeon by simply teleporting. I like that. They have, but at the same time, to me, it genuinely feels like Persona Light. Maybe further in the game, they're gonna give you unique mechanics and stuff like that. But as of right now, imagine Persona. Now take everything that Persona have, the style and everything like that, and give it a generic what's called animation, and you get Soul Hacker 2. And story-wise, it is interesting. Voice acting is also is great, but other than that, yeah, animation-wise, it's lackluster. That's about it.
Fair enough. Alright, next is the Sly One, Feral Bazaar. What have you been up to, my guy?
Not much. I've been getting my ass kicked a lot in Madden. About to dive back into Dragon Quest now that I've finished up both stories of Scarlet Nexus. So I'll probably dive into that a little bit this week. Other than that, been chilling.
Fair enough. Is the new Madden as bad as I'm being led to believe it is?
I think the gameplay is a major improvement. They did have to take down Ultimate Team because there were some issues with that. So I mean, I guess like depending on the specific mode that you're playing, you might be running into some issues. But they did overall gameplay. So if you just like play like a game, like the gameplay is a lot better. But I can't speak for the modes because I don't really do the modes. All I do is head-to-head play.
Okay.
I don't care for like franchise or any other modes. I just want to play against people and beat them.
So don't go for YouTube reviews. Gotcha. Jube,
Yeah.
you ready for your intro?
I was just driving. I didn't want to
It's cool.
bot out. Okay.
Jube would probably be the better person to ask. He does franchise and stuff like that.
I do franchise. Franchise is still fucking trash. Like Pharaoh said, it's garbage. It's not gonna be good till NCAA comes out. Like he said.
I've always said that. Like it cannot live without the college element. Like you need it.
When you're able to import your draft classes and shit, like that's gonna make the game better. The fact that we still don't have that, and I have to rely on other people outside the game to make fucking decent draft classes. Okay. Outside of that, I finished the Dragon Ball shit for Fortnite. Got all the unlockables and shit for that. That was fun. So, if you do play Fortnite and you see me in the game, you'll be riding that shit around. Then other than that, yeah, I haven't really been able to play too much. Unfortunately, just new job, working, just busy. But I'm trying to get back to that. Zero, we do need to play some Destiny co-op. I'm stuck playing that game by myself, and it's not fun playing that game by yourself, so I don't. So I'm trying to get back to that.
Destiny is crossplay, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
All right, then yeah, just hit me up whenever you're on, and then like we can just work it that way.
Yep.
Alright, cool. As far as myself, been a lot I've been playing. Not gonna mention it all because the Let's Plays that are coming. Only my Patreons know about that, right? But what I have been playing is I was playing some Rainbow Six Siege today. I don't know what they've fucking done with that game, but holy shit, I log in, I start playing, and it's like every character is looking more and more plastic. And I'm like, dude, like, what the fuck happened to the art style? Because it feels like all the characters just seem a bit more plastic. It's really goddamn weird. And I'm running it on very high texture settings, so they shouldn't look like that, but they do. What else have I been playing? I've been playing some GTFO as well. Or in the acronym, get the fuck out. Goddamn, this game is still brutal. This game is still brutal. Like, you need to go in with a fucking team that knows how to fucking handle themselves as well as work as a team. Otherwise, you're screwed. Sorry. It's 1 a.m. I'm tired. Sorry. I also started Metroid Prime last week. That was a lot of fun. I'm really looking forward to getting back into it today. Continuing on the grind with Persona 4 Golden. Finished the first palace. I got Yukiko, in my squad. So now it's me, Yosuke, Chie, and Yukiko. It's all looking good. And my patrons have voted. It is I will be returning to the world of Mass Effect with Mass Effect Andromeda, and I will be playing the whole game on Insanity. It's gonna be the Redux because I attempted this once before, but for some reason Mass Effect Andromeda's settings for some reason reset, and I was playing most of the game on normal, like half the game on normal, and didn't realize until halfway through it wasn't on Insanity. So I have got to go back and do that. There is a redemption there that needs to be done. What else have I been playing in my free time, which is very fucking little free time. Not much really, actually. Yeah, I haven't actually had much time to myself. I've been grinding on my fucking videos, which I'm still behind on. I need to get 2 videos done at some point. Yeah. There is no redemption though. There is always redemption to be had. Except with Wings. There is no redemption with Wings. Alright, so let's move on to our first subject, ladies and gentlemen. Xbox Family Plan. Or at least the consideration of an Xbox Family Plan. So don't get your hopes up that it's happening anytime soon or that it's happening at all, just that there has been consideration. Mr. Zero.
No, it is happening. It is happening right now.
It's being considered.
It is being tested. No, it's being tested in select countries. It's happening.
Okay, then I'm looking at the wrong one then, so give me a second. I've been looking at the wrong article that was given to me by my sources. Give me a second. Xbox Family Plan. Yeah, leaks suggest you can share with friends. Yeah, this is 2 days ago. Logo. Okay, right. So I'll have to send you a new link then.
Which one did you do? Engadget?
No, it's The Verge. It was the first one that popped up. In a second. God, if fucking Twitter wasn't down, it'd be so much easier to send this to you.
Twitter's down.
Your Twitter is down on desktop. Like I cannot access like anything on Twitter.
That's all good. I got it. I pulled it up.
Yeah. It's. I'm assuming it's the one that says Xbox Game Pass friends and family leak suggests you can share with
Yep.
friends. Right. Okay. Right.
Mm-hmm.
Let me just bring this up for the people watching, or you could just not show the actual fucking thing. Oh, thanks. Thanks a lot. You know, I always wanted. This is what I've always wanted. Is for everything to go fucking wrong. Oh yeah. Alright, there we go. Sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. Alright, go ahead.
All right, Xbox Game Pass friends and family leak suggests you can share with friends. A leak of potential branding for Microsoft's upcoming Xbox Game Pass family subscription suggests you'll be able to share a subscription with friends too. Microsoft started testing this Xbox Game Pass family plan in Ireland and Colombia earlier this month. What two odd countries to just choose?
That is actually.
And now Twitter leaker, nope, don't know how to pronounce that. Wait, a Geomint. Nope, I'm gonna just go with Mr. and or Mrs. Lumia or just Lumia has spotted Game Pass friends and family sharing branding. The leak could mean Microsoft isn't thinking about restricting Xbox Game Pass Ultimate subscribers to sharing their benefits with just immediate family members. The current preview allows Xbox Game Pass Ultimate subscribers to pay €29.99 a month in Ireland instead of the regular $12.99 per month euro. For an unnamed test plan that includes sharing subscription benefits with up to 4 others. Microsoft doesn't currently mention a family restriction in its test plan, only that people need to be in the same country.
Ooh, okay.
That one's going to be challenged. I think that okay. Microsoft currently offers Xbox Game Pass or PC Game Pass for $10 US a month. Neither includes online multiplayer capabilities, but you can upgrade Xbox Game Pass Ultimate for $14.99 US, and this unlocks Game Pass for console, PC, EA Play Access, and online multiplayer. This new family plan that will now likely be branded Xbox Game Pass Friends and Family will include all the same Xbox Game Pass Ultimate benefits for 4 other friends or family members. That includes access to Xbox Cloud Gaming, Xbox Live, and even the PC Game Pass version of games. They've reached out to Microsoft for comment on the branding leak, updating soon accordingly.
So that sounds interesting. See, we don't know many like details on like what kind of restrictions, if any, except from the needs to be in the same. They need to be in the same country, which is, I guess that's slightly understandable, but still slightly annoying. But there's definitely got to be some form of restriction, especially if it's going to differentiate between friends and family. Because if it's a friends one, if it's a family one, I guarantee you there's going to be like some kind of, I don't know, verification that you are family. Like maybe the Xbox has got to be on the same IP address. Like, say you got 2 consoles in the same house, they're obviously using the same internet, so they'd be using the same IP address. Like, I can imagine that's how they would differentiate if it's a family console or part of the family plan. As far as friends, the only way I could think that they do that is if someone's been on your friends list for X amount of time instead of just a lot, instead of just handing it out willy-nilly to other people. It's a pretty big jump it's a pretty decent chunk in price, but not massive. So I mean, we'll need to see how it does in larger testing groups, because once again, like I said, we've not really heard anything about how it seems. When they just track that through the console. Yeah, IP addresses. Yeah, like I said, they could track it and say, okay, these 2 consoles are on the same IP address, so they must be family members. So that's how I would imagine people them saying that these are family consoles, like it's a family using this account for Xbox friends and family. I don't know. Zero, what do you think?
My first and initial question is always, as with any streaming service, and you're discussing it a bit, Dante. How are you effectively restricting this? Because friends and family is just sort of a catch-all term. There's no way to differentiate between who's a friend and who's a family. But as always, I ask the same with like the Netflix question. Let's say, for example, I have a brother, and my brother goes to study overseas, and we both play Xbox. How does that work? Like,
Gets bumped off. Gets bumped off, B.
Yeah, and it's like, and granted, I'm sure this is a maybe about 30% concern. Yeah, 30% because I did initially start to think of people in the military. And oddly enough, a lot of people in the military who I know primarily play on Xbox. But
there'll be like exception.
Yeah. So like
there'll be exceptions.
Yeah, so that's that level of exception, and I think to myself like, all right, well, they definitely go overseas pretty regularly. A couple of folks, I don't know anybody who's been in the military who's not spent some time overseas,
especially in like Germany and South Korea.
Exactly.
And I would think that they would have something whereas like you have to like tap into a US IP address within 30 days. Like for people who are traveling, there'll be like little perks and stuff like that. But yeah, for military, there's gonna have to be a good exception.
Yeah. Especially for, and even more so, like our service members or the brave service members who have children, right? Like, because chances are, if you have children, depending on whatever their age is, like it's your friends and family plan, and so then like it's not as though the kids are going to get another one. So that means you got to get another one. Like it seems like a lot, but like you guys said, there's probably workarounds, and probably about 30% of the gaming population, and that's got to be generous, right? Are military members. So we're really not talking about a large swath of people here, but those are the first people I thought of when like this happened. Otherwise, I think it's fine. Jubei, don't you have the Nintendo Switch family plan? Like, is it any functionally? Is it any different than I guess what they're presenting here in Xbox?
With the
no, because I can do whatever the fuck I want. I add people to a list. They get invited by email. They sign up. That's it. There's nothing weird about it. And I have a feeling this is going to be literally just an expansion of like the console sharing that already happens now. Like I can already share my Ultimate right now with another person. They don't get the cloud portion of it, but they can still get all the games out of Game Pass. They can still get free games out of Gold because I'm sharing it with them. You know what I'm saying? And then obviously any games I buy, any games they buy, we share together. They're just expanding to be more than just one person. You can have up to 4 people in that circle, and of course that's going to cost more. So I think we're overthinking it a bit to be going into IP restrictions and shit, because that would literally fundamentally break how current game sharing works if they did that on top of that. So
yeah,
they already have the groundwork. Like they're literally just opening up. So
no.
There's only IP side.
I wasn't talking as a restriction per se. I was saying that as far as the family side of it goes, usually the family keeps their...
The family side of it is irrelevant, because technically game sharing should only be with your family, not some just random people, but they don't give a fuck, is what I'm saying at this current time. So I don't think that that's going to change anytime soon. They're just opening up the extra shit that you don't get with the regular sharing to up to 4 people. I wish I could share cloud right now. I can't. It just does not work.
But you said you can share Game Pass though?
Yes.
You can share Game Pass as long you can share with one other console.
No, that's fine.
Exactly.
Because PlayStation works the same way, but you can't, as far as I know. Yeah, as far as I know, you can't share PlayStation Now though. Just interesting.
You can't stream. You can't stream over sharing with PlayStation at all if you're sharing your account. You can't do that. So that's going to be the major change. It's just the ability to stream your games, to be honest, and then share it with
stream anyway. Yeah.
I mean, I do. I stream games that I don't feel like downloading, like little indie shits that I don't feel like taking up hard drive space. That you know, shit like that, like little turn-based, non-fucking Twitch needing reaction time kind of games. Like Unpacking, I streamed that. Like I didn't download that game. I streamed it because there's no need for me to download it.
I guess that.
Playing it over stream didn't hurt. Just same with Power Wash Simulator. I streamed that. Like I didn't have to download it. You know, like it's a game like that is fine. I don't need to be active per se for that game.
You need that high latency for that power washing, dog. Like, how you know you're done everything effectively clean? It's like you're a couple seconds behind, my guy.
Right, but I mean, I think that there's going to be. I mean, the only requirement is here is going to come back that online VRM check from the OG Xbox One review. I mean, not like that's not a thing now, but I think that's going to be the thing. Like, you have to have your console do a server check at some point.
And no one will care because everybody's brainwashed to accept DRM.
I mean, it's cool. I mean, I was ready for it in 2013. I'm still ready for it. So
I understand there being a DRM with a subscription service, not like with like.
Yeah, I mean, and now it makes sense because now I mean it makes sense, but I'm still mad I missed out on being able to digitally to be able to digitally trade in my, like, they were gonna have like a whole digital storefront where I could trade in my digital games. I can't do that because people told them to fuck off, and I'm kind of sad.
The way that it was presented all those years ago, yeah, they could have fucked off.
Right, but I liked the ideas. Like, I liked where they were going. Like, being able to, like, oh, I buy this digital game. If I'm done with it, I can get some kind of store credit for my digital game that otherwise just sits in the ether.
Yeah, but they would have give you GameSpot rate, GameStop rates. Oh, you got this brand new game you want to give in? Okay, we'll give you $3.
Okay, that's better than the current.
I give you a half-eaten Tootsie Roll.
Well, again, anything is better than nothing.
I'll give you a 10% coupon off Domino's.
Microsoft could mail me some of Phil Spencer's pubes, and that would have been better.
But it wasn't right Phil Spencer at the time, was it? So it wouldn't have been his pubes.
I would have Don Max's pubes, bro.
You fucking freak. All right, Omar. What about your thoughts? What about your thoughts? I mean, I know I came off as Mr. Doom and Gloom, but I feel like you're gonna outdo me. Go on.
If that happened, good on him. Nothing more to add to that.
What?
If that happened, good on them. Happy for the people that can enjoy it.
Okay.
I wonder if Sony will inevitably come around and do the same thing.
Probably not, good sir.
Eventually, you know, Sony always comes to the party, whether it's a little late or whatever. But they always come to the party.
Nah, Sony likes money too much.
All these companies like
we said the same thing, and now we got this rebranded PlayStation Plus service. So.
After how many years, and it's still not great.
All these
rebranded thing, not great still.
But they will. We didn't say they would come to the party like, you know.
With beer and food, they just came. They just showed up.
They are bringing dollar store chips to the party at this point. Like,
hey,
dollar store chips. I can't even just the chips.
Some people would say something is better than nothing.
You're right.
Look, man.
I appreciate the gesture, but you know. You ain't getting none of this bottle though. Here's your little sippy cup. You can get some water out the tap. The Hennessy is for us.
Hennessy is for us. All right. Pharaoh, what are your thoughts?
I mean, I definitely like the fact that they're coming up with the family plan. The one thing that interests me the most is with does this family plan open up game sharing possibly? Because that would make it very interesting if you're able to share like your entire library.
That's what they've been saying, that part of that ties into the friends and family for, like, I think, because remember at launch they were talking about you being able to digitally share your library with someone else, like your whole library, a friend. Like, so we're seeing original ideas come back now that everything's online.
That's kind of what I'm curious. Are you
If
able
I
to
can
share
share
your
my
entire
entire, if I can share my entire digital library, that's lit. That's lit.
like
I mean,
with five people? Yeah, that'd be crazy.
I would say it's a great way to sort of get those kind of smaller party games back into the mix.
I mean, but if you think about it, like if you and 5 other people were able to share your entire games library with each other, that would be wild. On top of the Game Pass stuff.
Makes me wonder because I know a number of things are very similar to this, but if one person is playing one game, like say, for example, Gear 6 comes out, your family sharing with people, like, well, because this is something of a restriction for some other people, like Steam does have this restriction, when you game share certain games, because Steam has it. If one person is playing the game that you're sharing with another person, you can't play that game.
but see, with Xbox current game sharing, like, because you can share your library right now with one person, your digital library at least.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all can both play the same game. Like, there's no restriction preventing you both playing it at the same time.
Okay.
Absolutely not.
Okay then. Fair enough. I didn't know. I don't have an Xbox. So, well, I mean, I don't have these plans, so I don't know the in-depths of it. So
yeah, PlayStation does the same. But you do bring up a good point. Like, if right now, it's just if Jubei and I were game sharing on PlayStation, and then I wanted to share with you, Dante, I'd have to stop Jubei and then give it to you.
Well, I mean, I'd hope you would. I need it more than him.
We'll see. May the odds be ever in your favor.
Never are.
But if there's a friends and family level, like I think and probably not, right? Because that feels like that's gonna cut into like a big profit margin for certain things. Like you need 6 people to run Destiny. If just 2 people buy the game and then just share it out with everyone else, like you got 6 easily, or to run a raid, and you got 6, and like the other 4 don't have to pay for anything, or you split it amongst 6 people and just do it that way.
But that hurts. That ain't gonna hurt Xbox. They don't give a shit. You're still playing the game. You're still paying them.
I don't think you lose money. I think you just get money in different ways at that point, because people who may have just only bought the base game are gonna buy DLC and stuff now. So it's just you're gonna be more blunt.
That is the thing. That is true. There's certain DLCs, like even with game sharing and Destiny, there's certain DLCs the other person still has to buy.
Correct. Yes, and the season passes too. Yeah.
You can't share like season pass.
And PlayStation, if you have DLC, you can game share that.
It's with certain games.
You can't game share any Destiny DLCs or seasons. You have to buy the seasons yourself. You can't share.
It's.
I mean, like that's what I'm saying. Like, there's different ways that you're gonna get your money back. Is kind of what I'm leaning towards.
Well, here's the thing, though. All this is really is speculation at the end of the day, because it isn't out. It's still being tested, and again, we've not seen any. I've not seen any details, and nobody here knows of any actual hard details on a lot of this stuff, which really doesn't usually come out until the full rollout period. It doesn't. Not all of the details are there in the testing phases, which is
anybody got any connections?
Yeah, so far, I think the most that we know so far is that they're gonna have it's $25. It looks like that's like what the price is looking like $25 for 5.
If judging by inflation, I would say maybe $25 a month.
Yeah, $25 a month for 5 accounts, which would be fantastic because I don't pay anything, but I know it's $15 a month for 1 account. Microsoft Rewards, baby. Learn how to use it.
Oh, I haven't. And where can one pick up these Microsoft rewards, Pharaoh?
I didn't see any.
You just go on your Bing and you just search, or you can just play games on Game Pass and earn points for just playing the games and getting achievements.
It's a total of 5 people. The first person, obviously the base person who's paying the bill, and then four moochers.
So yeah, $5 each, bro. That's a value, bro. If you can't front $5 to your homie to hop on there, then you don't deserve it.
You don't deserve no Game Pass, B. Step it up.
Oh, I use my points too. I know you get points for buying shit, not buying shit, getting achievements, playing shit, watching stuff on YouTube. Like there's all sorts of shit.
Yeah, it's so easy to get points. So
I earned like 400 points at work just searching today. Like damn near. Like what is going on? Like it's on my work account, so I can't touch those points. But still.
Speaking of points, let's move on to the next subject because I think some points were won here. Time for the Gamescom recap. What an interesting Gamescom. A lot of surprises, a few lows, and a lot of creamy middles. Honestly, first of all, we're gonna fucking start with this. Like we've got to. Like there's no way we do not talk about this. Like this is a modern day fucking Lazarus rising from the fucking dead. Of course, a fucking trailer, a new gameplay trailer for fucking Dead Island 2. After 8 fucking years, they finally brought this fucking game back from the goddamn dead.
Quick question. Dead Island 2. There was a trailer that came out a few years ago.
No, not a few years ago. 8 years ago.
The one with the guy he's like jogging on the beach?
That was 8 years ago.
That was 8 years ago?
Yes.
That's why I thought that game had already come out. Wow.
Yeah, nope.
It's been that long since that CG. It wasn't even a real trailer. It was fucking CG, bro.
Yeah.
That CG 8 years ago.
The announcement trailer. Just to announce that the game is happening fucking 8 years ago. This is why I turn around and say, this is why I've said multiple fucking times during, and I've been very fucking, it's games like this on why I'm very consistent on saying this. You should not announce your game until you are like a year and a half, 2 years out.
Question, Dante. It's the same. Is this the same dev that also makes Dying Light, or are they two different devs?
Different devs. Techland made the original. Techland made the original Dead Island and Dead Island Riptide. Then they made Dying Light because they basically what they envisioned Dead Island to be is what they said Dying Light ended up being. Basically meaning, you know, we fucked up this game, but Dead Island, no, that's a true vision of what Dying Light is. A true vision of what Dying Light should have fucking been, which is, for me, is speak for we really didn't know what the fuck we were doing at the time. But no, Dead Island 2 is being done by by Dambusters. Originally, Techland were working on this originally. But then they literally got fucking yeeted off the project. In the most literal sense of the word, they got yeeted off the project to work on other things, and now obviously we saw what they came out with, which was Dying Light 2. I believe they did that. Now, funny enough, if anybody knows their history, Dambusters should actually be a very pervasive name for you. Because Dambusters, who they used to be, was actually Crytek UK.
Are those the guys who made Crysis?
So what you're saying?
Who helped?
What you're saying is we're gonna get a look. We're gonna get a looker here.
I wouldn't necessarily say that because these guys' first game was Homefront: The Revolution. So it was a look. Okay, here's the thing: Home from the Revolution was at least a decent looking game. Not exactly great, but it was a decent looking game. So yes, we could end up with a looker of a game. Gameplay wise, I don't fucking know. I have no earthly idea how this game is gonna turn out, because again, it's been 8 fucking years.
Actually, you see how many devs are involved in that? There's Sumo, there's Jaeger, like there's a couple of studios on that.
Deep Silver's thrown everybody at this, basically.
Yeah, pretty much. Like, it's been 8 years. We need to drop this.
It's been 8 years. But like, it would not surprise me if this game, if we find out later on, like a couple of a few months after or before drop, we find out that this game isn't anything like the original Techland version that was like being worked on 8 years ago, but it is in fact a whole new version that was started like 2 years ago or some shit. You know what I mean? Like, they restarted the entire fucking project again. Another game recently did that, actually, that we talked about. I don't remember what it was. Doesn't matter. Anyway, anybody got any thoughts on Dying Light 2? Is it a yay or nay from the gameplay trailer? Because, like I said, they actually showed gameplay, and it's coming out February of next year.
For me, I don't have much sense of the game, so I can't. Even watching the gameplay trailer, it's like, all right, I don't know. I guess I'll look for it. But I've not played a lot of those types of games anyway. So maybe I need to check. Maybe Dying Light is on PS Now. Maybe check it out. Or it's probably just cheap. I could probably just pick it up.
Yeah,
it should be pretty cheap. The first one at least should be pretty cheap. I did play a lot of Dead Island 1 though. I enjoyed my time with that game.
Dead Island 1 is a okay game. Do not play it alone, because you will be pulling your fucking hair out. The one thing about Dead Island that I just will not sugarcoat, it is a major pain in the ass just traversing in that game.
Just to go, bro. Just to go from building to building is a bitch. It's like, bro, I just want to go over there. I just want to walk over there, and you can't. You're accosted by something.
Yeah, like Dying Light at least had more momentum and speed to it. Like fucking Dead Island, like it's a good looking game. Like I won't deny that. But like, there is only so much of that visual I can take before I'm just like, I just want to go, because I've got to go from like here. I got to go. I've got such a short amount of time to play, and I've got to go from point A to point fucking Z, and it's like, oh, it's fucking awful.
It feels like it takes forever to drive anywhere. Like, I do give Dying Light its credit where, like, you can dodge a lot of the zombie shit. Like, you can, maneuver around that shit. Not so in Dead Island. You're a fucking brick. You gotta slog through that shit.
Yeah, you gotta fight your way through. Right. Anybody else got any thoughts?
My thing is the lack of gameplay. Well, some games, like for example, Callisto Protocol, I'm so sold on that game. The game looks nice. You also have Light of P that look like Dark.
We're gonna get to those, dude. We're gonna get to those.
You were talking about Dying Light. Sorry.
Yes.
I will try it, maybe. That's about it. I never played the previous one. That's why.
Alright.
But good on them for showing gameplay. That's what I like.
They better fucking show gameplay. It's only like, what? How many fucking months away? It's like 5 months away. Like, in real talk, that's not that long away. They better be showing fucking gameplay, especially after 8 years. Alright, the next game on the docket that was shown, it's more of a story trailer that was shown. There was no, I haven't found any gameplay, aside from, cam footage, really, is the story trailer for Sonic the Frontier.
Oh yeah, that look way better now.
It looks way better. Where's my not enough momentum? 2 out of 10 IGN. I'm very fucking curious, like, where they're going with this game, because, like, there was, like, first of all, is this continuing the story of, like, Sonic Mania and Sonic Forces, in the sense of, because, like, that glitchy kid that showed up in the trailer that I'm currently showing the audience, like, that glitchy shit is very reminiscent of, like, the crystals and shit that were used in Sonic Forces and Sonic Mania. If anybody's played that, you'll remember what I'm saying. The other thing I'm curious about, like, I'm seeing a lot of 2D sections and stuff. Like, is it going to be a very smooth transition? Because this is an open world game, if I recall correctly. Like, they're going open world with this shit. Like, is it going to smoothly transition to 2D or not? Like, how? I need to see like 20 minutes of unedited straight gameplay just to get a feel
This
for this
game is a demo to grasp it with our own hand. How it's going to be.
That's why I just...
Yeah,
That's
I
fair.
think I agree with that. I agree with those. I have no clue. The only thing I guess I like about it, and they haven't done it in a while, the little glitch girl took me out because she looks so out of place from what I like. She looks like a Playmobil kids doll. And I was like, but I guess it's better than like a fully rendered human girl, like in Sonic and the Black Knight or Werewolf Sonic. So I guess like I shouldn't complain much about that. I can't tell what this game is like trying to be, because our first look at it. Go ahead.
My theory is right now is I do believe it has something to do with those crystals from Sonic Mania and Sonic Forces. Again, the ones that seem to split space and time. And my theory is that something has happened where Sonic and the gang have been like thrust into like another dimension in this big giant frontier world. You know, Sonic Frontier, and now Sonic has to go and save his friends while on a time limit, because it looks like whatever brought him here is slowly disintegrating his body and glitching him the fuck out. Basically putting him on a time limit like Link for Breath of the Wild 2.
That probably covers it. I mean, you're right, and I think it's like the odd juxtaposition of like, it looks like this. Our first look at this was this very barren open world. And I was like, cool, but seems kind of boring for Sonic. The game that had a casino world at one point. And it looks a bit more colorful now in this new one, and there seems to be a bit more worlds. None of them still seem as inventive as I think what we're used to.
Oh fuck
in
no,
Sonic.
because this looks like a straight up fucking Green Hill Zone. Like this part I'm showing right here looks like a straight up Green Hill Zone. They're using the same fucking texture and everything.
Yeah, and like part of it I get, and it's like Green Hill is iconic, also probably much easier to do than like the aforementioned casino plane. But like, I don't know, like that, I always thought that was one of the cooler things about Sonic, is like, even though you're sort of running on this 2D plane, like everything that's happening behind you is kind of interesting and unique. So I agree with Omar. I definitely need to get my hands on it. Really hope they do a demo for this, because
that's so needed.
I can tell you what I don't seem to like, but it might work if I play it. The little like circle thing that he has to do to like catch people in the circle. I don't know if I'd like that.
The circle thing, I feel like if done faster, like I don't know how, because like I see the circle that you're talking about. What I feel would work better if and this is if I was doing it, if it really does damage enemies, if it works like the tornado from a lot of the other Sonic games, like Sonic Heroes, where he homes in on them and then just spins around them so fast it creates a tornado. Do you know what I mean? Like maybe what we're seeing is like maybe Sonic looks slow to us, but like we're looking at him from Sonic speed, if that makes sense. Like Sonic's perspective of when he's moving. So he's moving so fast that he's actually creating this vortex around an enemy that's creating like a tornado or some shit.
I think if you just add the tornado, I that would alleviate my problems probably. Like if you just do the tornado thing with it, and maybe that's an unlockable thing that you can get.
Yeah. At this point, it is just a case of waiting until we see actual gameplay. Jesus, sorry, I'm yawning a lot. I'm fascinated the fact that this fucking thing's coming out for Switch. Like I think that's what fascinates me the most.
Little kid, you would be like shocked, like Sonic on a Nintendo system.
No, I'm just surprised that fucking thing's
the future must be wonderful.
No,
no, tiny me.
no, big me's just thinking. No, even little me would be thinking, is this powerful enough to run an open world Sonic game, or are they gonna downgrade the shit out of the visuals to make it run? Or is this gonna be as open world as they've been making it out to be? That's what little me would be thinking, because little me was a smart little bastard. Has anybody else got any thoughts on Sonic the Frontier?
No, I mean it's a game I'm interested to actually like touch and get my hands on. Like Sonic is one of them. It's always like a game to me. Like I've always had to like play to get like a real feel for.
I don't have my hopes up, man. I really don't.
It's Team Sonic.
I'm not a fan of the 3D Sonic games, bro. Just not my cup of tea.
Really? Not even Sonic Generations?
He killed the woman.
Yeah, like, bro, you're like, this wasn't the bestiality as this.
Yeah, 2006 Sonic was, yeah.
Well, I'm sorry. What is this Sonic 06 you speak of? I've never heard of it. Like for me, it went from adventure to like Sonic Unleashed, but I only remember half of that game for some reason, and then the Amazing Sonic Generations.
Okay, so imagine the most broken.
Oh my god! Can you not tell the sarcasm? Like. Social cue here for you, Omar. Little lesson for you. When someone is being that blatantly fucking ignorant, they're either really that retarded or they're just plain dumb. Social.
It's like Dragon Ball Evolution, bro. We don't talk
about it. I'm sorry, not everyone know it.
Exactly. Yeah, you got it, Dante. You got it.
I'm sorry. What? I'm sorry, Jubat. I'm sorry. Your mic cut out. I heard Dragon Ball, and then like you it sounded like you were gurgling on a big giant dick.
Yep. That's exactly what happened.
Okay, that's someone clipped that, so we know that Jubei admits he was gurgling on a big dick. Please. I need that for
acknowledge that movie's existence. You're right.
I need that for blackmail material.
Yeah, I would lick Trump's balls to never have seen that movie. If I could erase that movie from time just by doing that for everyone, I would take that L.
Okay, fair enough.
Okay.
That's a big L.
That's enough information for today, then.
Alright. Alright. Moving on to the next thing that was announced. Well, not really announced, but like shown. That shit is going on live stream fails. So the next thing that was shown off, like it's not announced, we knew it was coming and shit, is Hogwarts Legacy, the official gameplay trailer, which looks, is this an MMO?
No.
So
it's not.
It's a single player game.
No, it's a single player game.
Right.
It would be dope if it was an MMO, but no, we can't get that.
Why was I under the impression that it was a fucking MMO? Or was an MMO being worked on and then got cancelled?
No, because the character kind of look like MMO-ish.
It's weird, but either way, this looks cool and talking. Yeah, they do look kind of MMO-ish on a facial kind of like the most basic movement of facial animation, but it's quite interesting to see that we're going into dark territory. We're going into forbidden curses here.
Yes, you can use.
you can
forbidden
literally
curses. I am
learn.
not being a good guy in this game. Fuck that. Fuck that. I'm joining Slytherin just so I can murder people. Like, I'm hitting everybody with that green beam of death. And if not that, the Crusadia is cursed because I just want to see people like squirm on the ground. Like I'm really interested in watching that.
Crucio.
Yeah, that.
But yeah, I mean, it's quite interesting that it's. I mean, that's quite interesting. It makes me wonder. Like, can you pick what house you join? Are we joining Slytherin like right off the bat, or can we pick the house that we want to go to? Because it looks like there are choices in this game.
Yeah, you don't. From what I can tell, you don't have to be bad, but you can. And just based off the spell list,
Everyone's going to be bad because it's going to be the amazing spell.
I don't know. I think
No,
I'd be.
because you can still
maybe I won't
you
be
can still
evil.
join Gryffindor and fuck up people as Slytherin.
I feel like I would
but
be I feel like I would be a necessary evil.
I
don't
don't
think
going to
it's
be a
evil.
necessary evil.
I think I'm gonna be like an anti-hero. Like, I'm gonna have no qualms with killing a dark wizard. You know what I'm saying?
I
Like,
said,
I'm
a necessary evil.
Yeah.
Like
That's
that.
I gotta use those tactics against.
So much of the shit in the Harry Potter universe would have been avoided if Dumbledore just had the fucking balls to use the killing curse on Tom Riddle. So
He should
much.
have
All for like killing people.
I do not believe I will be purchasing this particular title, but if y'all don't bully the fuck out of everyone in Hufflepuff, y'all failed.
I would agree there, but I will befriend everybody in Ravenclaw because if you actually know your Harry Potter lore and know about the founder of Ravenclaw, badass, fucking awesome person.
Yeah, totally a G.
Yeah, you
But
befriend
Hufflepuff?
everybody. Hufflepuff gets bullied.
Uh,
Hufflepuff is like right in the locker. Right
Wait a
in
minute,
the
wait a
fucking
minute.
locker.
Hold on, these are nice kids who like to eat food and do a bunch of stuff.
Amadeus saying it would have all been avoided if they had guns. Oh, have you seen that? Oh, fuck. You know what? Before
All Dumbledore was like, hey Tom, I got something for you. Come over here, son.
So
And that's
hold on the game.
Hold on. Before we continue, I would just like to point out, ladies and gentlemen, they did have guns in the Harry Potter universe. What are you talking about? The guns were in the Harry Potter universe. Look.
they didn't work. You had spells for that shit.
See, look at the stream. Like they had guns in the Harry Potter universe. What are you talking about? Like, look, Dumbledore is shooting out all the lights on the street before they bring Harry in. They had guns in the Harry Potter universe.
I hate you so much. Why?
Blicky. And saying Dumbledore had to keep the blicky on him. You know what I'm saying? He had ops.
Yeah, if people think that England is a nice, peaceful, gun-free place, no, in the Wizarding world, like, people be packing heat. Like, farmers and their mothers all be packing fucking heat.
Now, what you have to tell me, I need to know this. Was there a point in time where you had, like, some, like, crazy fanatics who tried to run through that fucking train station wall in England?
Yes, actually, I believe there was times when people did try and do that. So I'm curious, Jube, does this bring Harry Potter into a whole new light for you, knowing that they were in fact packing heat?
Yes and no. I mean, after what I witnessed in what movie was it? Was it The Half-Blood Prince? I think.
I think so.
Maybe. Yeah, after that, hey, I'm gonna just turn all your shit into snow, bro. Like there's guns would have no effect on a wizard. I'm sorry. Like not powerful wizard, I guess.
Okay. I
You
think
gotta
I'm,
get them in the young.
I
You,
think
you
I'm,
gotta pull an Anakin. You gotta go to the schools and you gotta take them out when they're young.
I think I'm done fucking around with everybody turning around and talking about fucking gats in the fucking Harry Potter mythos. Okay, sorry, it's just someone fucking Amadeus mentioned that. That's the first thing that came to my mind. I apologize for deviating, ladies and gentlemen, but I'm glad that I'm glad I made you hate me just a little bit more. Right, next game is one that we've talked about before, but it's a full fucking demo of the game that's out now. A full demo being shown, and fuck me, if I knew Dead Space Remake wasn't coming out, I'd assume that this was being made by the fucking same dudes. Because, I'm sorry, the more I see of the Callisto Protocol, this fucking game is basically just fucking Dead Space without the name.
Yep. It may actually be better than Dead Space.
I wouldn't go that far, because we've not seen the Dead Space remake, but, like, seriously though, this looking fire. I rarely said it. This looks fucking fire. I want this game right now. The only problem I have, and it's more from the gameplay that we've been shown, is the telekinesis in this game, because this is clearly what this is. Telekinesis looks overpowered as fuck. Like, you probably don't even need to fire a single shot. You can just telekinesis motherfuckers into it, unless there's a massive cooldown on it.
I'm pretty sure it will be otherwise. I'm pretty sure the developers seen how powerful it is, and they're gonna nerf it or do something.
You don't really nerf single player experiences. It'll probably be tied to the difficulty that you choose to play the game at.
I was about to say they don't. I'm sorry. From Software would like to know your address so they could have a private word with you. Like
I'm just saying. You can name a specific developer.
Gorilla Games want to know your address also, because they nerf the fuck out of some game, some weapons.
You can
legendary weapons, nonetheless.
Yeah, you can highlight a game or two, but in general, single player experiences aren't necessarily nerfed. There's no reason to.
What I do like when I'm seeing, and this is something. I feel like this is definitely going to be something that's going to be easy to pull off, hard to master, is I like the fact that there's a fucking dodge. Like, that's cool to me. The other thing that I respect about this game, because it feels like less and less games are being this forward with it. This game is not afraid to get gory.
But yeah,
like there's so many games that are like R-rated, and you're like, okay, you'd expect not necessarily like it should be a gore fest, but like you just look at it and you're like, where's the blood? Like, it's so sanitary as fuck. Like, for example, the fucking Saints Row reboot. That game is so fucking sanitary and processed as shit.
I've seen a lot of people playing that. Surprisingly.
No. You're seeing the perception a lot of people are playing it. Not a lot of people have bought that game from sales numbers.
I'm seeing a lot of people on my friends list.
Then you need to do a culling of your friends list, because they don't know good games. But no, like the more and more I see of the Callisto Protocol, the more and more I know that this is a day one purchase for me. Like the atmosphere.
I just want to. I want to see all the death animations. I want to see how many possible ways there are to die, just like I did in Dead Space.
I was about to turn around and say, if Dead Space is any kind of indicator, you will fucking just get death compilations on the internet, like in the first 2 days. In 2 days, you will have your compilation, you sick freak. Thing is, though, is like this is clearly game in development, but this is being captured on next gen hardware, which is interesting. This is not coming out for PlayStation 4 or Xbox One.
For next gen only.
Next gen
for $70. Yep.
Hold on. How much is it on? I'll have to check. How much is it on Steam? But
Probably 60 on Steam.
probably. I know Modern Warfare 2 isn't. That's going for fucking that's going for $60. £60, which is $70, which is why I'm also not buying it. I'm hoping this is also a case of like ammunition is scarce kind of thing, but not like they really need to pull out the Dead Space. Like they really this actually is one of those perfect cases of ripping off a game.
I don't think there is for one simple reason. If you watch the gameplay, he have unlimited ammo.
Well,
it seems.
obviously he has unlimited ammo. My thing is like this is the game for me when I turn around and say it's perfectly fine to rip off other games so long as you do it well and maybe add something of your own idea. Like it's fine to rip off other games, especially when no one's doing anything with that IP. Because I guarantee you, the conception of this fucking game was done before anybody knew that the Dead Space remake was even being made. Do you know what I mean? It's fine to rip off games, quite frankly. It really is. And I'm glad that someone is doing a Dead Space-like game. And I feel sorry that they're going to get... Oh shit, dang. Oofa. God.
That entire sequence just it was Dead Space 1. I just flashed back for just a second.
And like I said, there's nothing wrong with that. This is going to be a day one for me. This is the day one for me. What's everybody else's thoughts on the Callisto Protocol?
Yeah, it's a day one.
You know I hate horror games, but I'm getting this.
Of course I know, you biggest pussy I know. Well, aside from Azul, God, his arachnophobia even extends to video games. What a bitch. Love you, Azul.
I thought you're gonna get over it by playing what's called Grounded.
No, I still don't fuck with spiders, bro. I fuck with spiders.
But they love you.
Yeah, they love you.
I hate them in Skyrim too. Like I will literally run out of a whole fucking dungeon. As soon as I see a spider drop down, I'm good.
Yeah, you know better there immediately.
You have a legit phobia.
I'm really fascinated on the lore of this. Like looking at it, like God, like that was creepy. Imagine being like that fucking guy. Like these dudes are in a prison, and then suddenly this shit it's Dead Space meets Alien 3. I just clocked. That's what this is. It's Dead Space meets Alien 3. There you go. And I cannot wait.
Now, what would be a nice twist if there was a persistent enemy that chases you through this bitch? On top of all the new stuff.
No, thank you.
No, I wouldn't say a persistent
I want to be able to kill everything.
No, I disagree with that. Here's the thing. You know what? And it's fine to have a persistent enemy, but like it can't be throughout an entire game. Like for example, like Dead Space 1 did well with the hunters. The motherfucker that could regenerate and the Ubermorph from 2 and 3. But they weren't throughout the entire game.
Not like the entire game. Like you will eventually find a way to kill it, but I think that would add to the tension.
It
needs
to be having X.
Or have some enemies immune to your telekinesis ability.
I'm fucking sure that's already going to be a thing. I'm
precisely.
I'm guaranteeing that's going to be a thing.
Or have them have their own telekinesis abilities.
All right. This next one, I'm just gonna let Jubei gush over this for a bit because this is Jubei's wheelhouse. This is absolutely his wheelhouse. So let me see if I can find the footage of it so you can gush over it. Okay, is this it? Okay, yeah, okay. Jubei, help me out here. Street Fighter 6. Did you see what was shown and talked about for Street Fighter 6?
Sure did.
Okay. Inform us, my friend. The floor is yours, my man. This is your wheelhouse.
Why is it got to be my wheelhouse though? Why can't I just watch it again and enjoy it?
Because this is a podcast, motherfucker, and fighting games are not entirely my thing. Damn, Chun-Li looking fucking fine.
I'm to be honest. I thought I was gonna not be arts in the first damn game. I was just thoroughly convinced it was wrong.
You were convinced wrong about the art style.
Yep.
You like it?
I like it a lot. There's parts of like 4. There's parts of 4 in it. There's parts of 5 in it. It's like it's like a greatest hits like strike on. It's you love to see it.
Did I see? Has the parry system made a return?
Yes.
Or is it just
Yes.
The parry system from First Strike has made a return.
Yes.
What I find very cool about this is just it's more so in the intros and stuff, just how expressive the faces are as well.
I think they're really found their niche in like making this game so very unique. Because Street Fighter, it was always been fairly different, but like there was a wash of like Street Fighter-esque clones that to come out within like since its inception for the most part, and things started to look the same. And so like while they look like real people, because as I'm watching it, like there's this thing about them that sort of makes them look like toys. Like they're kind of like action figures. Well articulated design.
I see exactly what you mean. I feel like this is like a next evolution.
They look like you know what? They look like they jumped out of a modern Pixar movie.
Yeah, like there's just which I appreciate. Like they've leaned back or sort of leaned further away from like these are certainly like real people, but like we're gonna have fun with this, and so they're very expressive. Like compared to like a Dead or Alive, which is a great game with a unique cast of characters, but everybody's sort of like a bland face.
The one thing I feel they're still missing is like more interactive like backgrounds. They're there, but again, they're just for decoration. I get that, but I would like to interact with back. Even though with Mortal Kombat, you could do like jumping like the hitting shit, like taking stuff out of the background, like hitting people with just little small things like that. So, it's there, but it's nobody cares. You don't even see people like cheering like when you win and shit like you used to in like Street Fighter
2.
Yeah. Street Fighter 1. It's just not there.
Didn't even 5 have like if you like hit the ground hard, things would like sort of shake, it'll like jump up and down and people would react to that in a way. Oh, that poison in the background? I think it is.
I don't know. I know that's Hugo. That looks like Hugo in the background, but I don't think it is. Like I think these are all just nondescript, like random ass characters that might look. Oh, they know what the fans want. They know exactly what the fans want with those camera angles. I'm
excited for the new characters too. Well, the one new character, one we've already seen before. But what's her name? Kelly? Karen?
It's Cammy in the game day one.
I don't think Cammy's in the game.
What the fuck is with these facial animations on the like what that?
Because we all know Cammy is number one.
Oh yeah, Cammy is number one. Damn right.
No, man. I've abandoned my Cammy love for what is her name? Yuri? Maybe C Viper.
Hey, Yuri's thick too. What you mean?
Like, she's kind of nuts and like, she's dope.
But no, like even as a spectator of the FGC, just looking at how fucking fluid this is and how much of a spectacle, I cannot wait to see some high level fucking fights in this game.
Yes,
Oh, yeah.
this animation is top tier. I mean, Street Fighter's always had really good animation.
I think that's Roxy, actually. I think that in the background, if that's orange hair, I think that's Roxy, which is actually Poison's.
That is Roxy. Holy shit, sitting up there on the thing.
Yeah. But yeah, no, I can't wait to see some high level fucking just tournaments of this. Like there's a sense of connection with the strikes. Like there's not this like weird, I want to say jank to it, but like you see it in a lot of fighting games where they'll do the move, and it will hit them, but it doesn't feel like it actually connected. It feels like it's just registering the hit. Oh yeah, they got hit. Where this, it looks like the fluid motions are actually hitting them.
You know what else I feel like would be pretty dope? Like if you're spectating a game, I think your character could be like in the background, you could slip in.
Oh, that would be cool.
That would just be fucking.
Yeah, I mean, it's absolutely gorgeous. And for at least, I've just cursory glances, but the FGC seems to be excited about it. They don't seem to have too many. I haven't seen a lot of like reservations about what this game is. So I think they're excited that Street Fighter is like back. And so long as it launches properly.
Yeah, with full content.
Yeah, they should be on a pretty solid path here.
We're back down to 1 meter. We don't got V trigger and like 5 fucking meters to have to fucking sit here and worry about. Like it's clean.
Damn.
The layout is clean. I understand it.
Kenny Omega's gonna need to change his fucking signature now. He's no longer the V trigger. God, only like 5 people are gonna get that reference. But yeah, no, I cannot wait. What I find, it's so funny watching someone using the drunken fight style. It's just hard watching my girl Chun-Li just getting fucked up like that.
It's because it's really unpredictable. Like it's hard to read that.
Just like real fucking drunken style.
Or what looks like an overhead probably ain't gonna be in the lights.
No, it's more likely gonna be a fucking straight. Ryu versus Ryu. You know what? Dude, again, I can't get over these faces. First of all, I love the walkout. I fucking love this walkout. Like, because the walking from the background to the fight, and then you just get player info on them. Like, player 1 info, height 5'9". Jesus Christ, I'm taller than Ryu. I actually think he weighs more than me, though. He hates spiders as well. I never knew that about Ryu, that he hates spiders.
He's Japanese. Did you expect him to be 6 feet something? Like...
Yeah. Okay, can we just get? I'm gonna leave this on screen right now, just for people to appreciate Ryu on the left there, just smiling. I swear to God, you know what? No joke. Throughout this series, I've noticed this, and it's the God's honest fucking truth. It's the God's honest fucking truth. By Street Fighter 7, Ryu's gonna have fucking Heihachi level eyebrows. Like he's already at, like
eyebrows. Have you never seen Ken's eyebrows? Ken is the real eyebrows here.
No, I'm on about Heihachi level eyebrows. Like I'm talking like fully off the wall, like just ridiculously sized eyebrows.
Ken was already there. Like his eyebrows went into like where your sideburns are. Like he got the most ridiculous fucking eyebrows.
I'm looking forward to Ken. What's called?
Down bad Ken.
Arc. Yeah.
Yeah, man. Down bad Ken. We got rep for our mans.
Down bad Ken.
Are we gonna get violent Ken because he lost his wife?
Because he down.
Wait, Ken hold on, wait. There's some lore I didn't know about. Wait, Ken lost his wife?
Oh yeah, so his girlfriend left him, I think.
They disrespected my man. It's like, yeah.
Wait, why?
Dante Ken is down bad. Like he's down bad right now.
Wait, hold on. Are you talking losers and she left him, or is she dead?
No, he left him.
Why? He cheated?
Because he wasn't focused. Man.
She said she wanted a world champion.
Oh,
He wasn't stepping up.
He's going real bad.
Yubei, why did she leave him?
He wasn't focused.
He wasn't focused. Like he
Y'all think I'm lying?
What do you mean it wasn't focused? I don't get it.
he was half-assing his training and fighting and being a husband and a father.
exactly. It's like
Mhm.
he wouldn't commit to like what like
He wouldn't commit to
Yeah,
one
but-
life. He had 1 foot in, 1 foot out of like the martial art world and his home life.
Mhm.
Yes.
Who is his wife, by the way? I'm curious.
She's not in game.
Just,
Hmm?
just some,
Oh, she's
some
not
random
in-game.
American blonde woman.
First
Wow.
off, you would not disrespect Eliza like that. Her name is Eliza. She's not some random blonde.
Okay.
Alright?
You don't deserve a name. She left him, okay? She has no name, alright?
Yeah,
She's for the streets. She's for the streets.
Alright, either way.
She's
Either
for the
way.
streets now. I know kids intro music about to be some future. Watch.
Oh
She's about
shit.
to be fucking hilarious.
Either way, I'm sure Jubei is looking forward to that. So we need to move on to the next game. This is the next one of interest that really got shown off. And it is called, and this was actually revealed at Gamescom, called Whirlwind's Meat. Jeez.
Oh yeah, where the wind blows. Yeah.
No, it's called Whirlwind's Meat.
Oh.
It has been described as a spiritual successor to Ghost of Tsushima, though that makes no sense considering Ghost of Tsushima took place in Japan, this is taking place in China, and Ghost of Tsushima literally just came out like 2 years ago. So I don't know how anything can be a spiritual successor.
Wait,
something.
did it actually say so?
No, they didn't say so, but like a lot of these gaming outlets.
Oh
are saying that.
yeah.
It's fucking
It does
stupid.
look Ghost of Tsushima. Absolutely. Yeah. I seen that. Yeah.
But like far more mystical, right? Like that.
Yeah,
They're
but it's
not-
also more of Southern Fairy-esque.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So it's like
Ghost of Tsushima flirted with like maybe there's some mystical elements, maybe especially with the Inaris like the foxes, and
Yeah.
with the wind guiding you. Because I mean, the lore speculation is that the wind that guided Jin was actually his father. That's speculation wise. So they flirted with it, but it was very grounded. This seems like maybe they are leaning more into a mystical element in some regards. Definitely.
Yeah, you can literally run on water.
Yeah, exactly. I don't see Jin doing that. But then again, like this kind of shit is more well known or more shown in Chinese mythology.
Are we gonna get that Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon game that we deserve?
No,
Hell no.
because life isn't fair. Life isn't fair, so fuck you, Jubei. Thanks for reminding me. But no, like it looks superb. It really does. Who made this, by the way? I completely blanked on that.
I don't know, some dev, but it's not a non dev, so far I know.
Is that Chinese dev?
I would assume so, because
Never really assume anything because, like, if anything, Ghost of Tsushima proved that you can be a Western dev and do
I mean,
a Japanese
yeah.
game well.
It's all about resources and passion towards the project you're working.
And respect. Because
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
frankly, Ghost of Tsushima had a lot of respect to Japanese culture.
I know they named them ambassador for
Literally
Iki Island. I mean
Tsushima Island.
the island.
Either way, like it looks really fascinating, and I'm interested to see like full on like a 20-minute unedited like gameplay. Like that's
Yeah, we need
what
that.
I need. That's what I need to make a final decision on that. So thoughts?
It looks interesting. When I saw as I'm watching it now, I kept thinking like, man, it would be nice if we get a little bit of
Gameplay?
gameplay was always nice. But sort of a Shora's Wrath or Asura's Wrath into it, where it's like you go from perhaps fighting a chick with a scythe or a guy with a panther to like the giant Buddha statue or whatever it's supposed to represent. Like I think if they take it big, I'd be interested because it's a very pretty looking game.
Yeah, you know what? That's one thing we don't have enough of. Fighting planet-sized fucking enemies while we're the size of a regular man. I wish there was more games with that. Like
Asura is an underrated gem. That was fan-fucking-tastic.
What we don't say
was a good spectacle to watch, not entirely to play. I'm just not into QTEs. Sorry, I'm really not. I'd rather fight a planet-sized boss.
You didn't like Ninja Blade either, did you?
What?
You didn't like Ninja Blade either, did you?
I played Ninja Blade.
That other QTE game.
I don't think I played Ninja Blade. That might be why I never played it though. I just know.
Yeah, it's all QTE. It's fantastic QTEs.
And I'm sure, like, it's kind of like Until Dawn for me. Like, I can sit and watch it and I can be awed and just fucking appreciate everything about it. I'm sure if I ever actually played it, it would sour my fucking my opinion of it dramatically. So I will not do it.
Yeah, I think those particularly Shora's Wrath, because it's so nuts. Like that's also a game to like hang with a friend and play like either together or just watch your friend play, drinks or whatever you're into.
Right.
Because it is absurd on the best levels. I agree. We are presented with the idea that like at the very least I should just be hitting square a whole bunch of times. But it's like no, just like do these QTEs, which did take me out of it a bit. But it brings you right back in when like you're punching space. And I was like, yeah, this is cool. I can work with this.
Yeah.
Or you get impaled by a sword and like sent to the fucking moon. Like,
yeah, like cool.
I say okay by me.
Mhm.
All right. Anybody else got any thoughts on that?
Yeah, I'm super excited for it after playing Toad and Fairy 6. I'm now having more appreciation to what's called Chinese games now, mythological and stuff like that. And I can't wait.
Alright, next one that was shown is Liza P. So, thoughts on this one? You know what?
Hi, Bloodborne. Not Bloodborne, but Bloodborne.
Hi, not Bloodborne. Yeah, it's a Souls-like game, which is weird because we got like a handful of Souls-like games at Gamescom, which is really fucking bizarre. Especially one later we'll get to that I did not expect.
Yeah, we went from the genre being niche to now it's no longer niche.
Yep, no one can ever turn around and say that the genre is niche ever.
thanks, Elden Ring. Thanks, Elden Ring.
No. You can thank Sekiro for that.
Yeah, and throw both of them because that's back to back, bro. It's back to back.
Like, if anything, the 4 games I can quantify completely bought this game from being genre from being niche is Bloodborne, Nioh, Sekiro, and you know what? In an essence, bringing a new fandom into it called Code Vein. Not as successful.
I'll take that. I like Code Vein too. I do like Code Vein.
Not as successful as the others, but it showed like the bridge that can be gapped with the genre. Like, oh, you can have an anime Souls-like game.
You can, and actually, some of them finishing moves in Code Vein were dope.
So now we're literally getting fucking fairy tales, and you know.
Hey, what?
Well, Pinocchio is like a fairy tale.
Oh, I thought you meant Fairy Tail the anime.
No, a literal fairy tale, like Grimm's Brothers, like
yeah.
We're getting that with fucking Soulsborne. It's like, okay, what the fuck next? Yo, this motherfucker got Wolf's arm from fucking Sekiro. You know what? That's probably how it's gonna be done throughout the progression of the story. our character is going to be losing body parts over and over again, and he's going to be replacing them with prosthetics until he is a fucking mechanical boy.
Puppet Man. Until he is Puppet Man.
Yeah,
and he's no longer a real boy. He's going in reverse. He's going from a real boy to a puppet.
What's that fucking anime? What's that anime with that dude who lost his who started off as a fucking sentient doll and killed demons?
I forgot what's his name. I've started it and I need to finish it.
What the?
If you know the name, let me know.
Yeah, because it's basically just the reverse of that as well.
That's a good anime.
It is.
And it's gory as fuck.
You know what? I will keep this in my peripheral vision. Like it has entered my FLV at the moment because I'm interested. But then again, I'm always down to play games that my audience will get a kick out of me fucking suffering playing, because my audience is full of asshole sadists who just love to watch me get fucking hurt.
Welcome to the Zone franchise. Then into the list. Still rising.
Oh boy! All right.
You're literally a puppet, a doll, but like mechanical.
Okay, next one we're gonna talk about. This is the one that, like, as the trailer went on, I lost more and more interest in. High on Life.
I thought you were gonna say that. Yeah.
Leave it alone.
A lot of people did.
No.
A lot of people did.
It's not the humor, Jubei, that was doing me in with this. It was just the constant talking. Like, I'm like during the fight and everything, just like the gun constantly talking. Like, there's only so much self-referential humor that you can have before it starts becoming obnoxious. And
have you never watched an episode of Rick and Morty?
I've watched all the
I never did, and I'm excited.
Rick and Morty. Do you want to know the difference is between this and Rick and Morty? Rick and Morty is in literally a 20-minute fucking segment. This is an entire fucking game. This is 8 hours
if
straight.
you ever played Borderlands and you use that talking gun, this is basically it. But with it being on steroid. Because that talking gun that said shoot, reloading, blah, blah, blah. But this one is literally having conversation with you, which I like.
It's cool, but like they just never shut the fuck up. And then on top of him talking, you've got fucking enemies talking at you, and it's like just too many fucking people are talking and being so fucking self-referential. Like, oh, look at me, I'm so fucking smart, that I just got sick and tired of it. Like, watching it, I got sick and tired of it. I worry about what it's going to be like when I'm playing it. Yeah,
you didn't see the gameplay when he's shooting the kid?
No, I watched the whole fucking gameplay. I think it's the one we're watching right now.
No, I'm talking when he shoots the kid.
Yes, yeah, no, I saw him like shoot the kid. Oh, I didn't think we could do that. It's like, okay, that's okay, fine, but like, again, there's only so much self-referential humor that you can put into your game before you start before you become the thing that you're parodying. Like, oh, you might be parodying it, but you are literally doing the exact thing you are parodying. Like,
there's a reason why it's called high on life. Because they're literally high.
Also, I can't be the only person.
That's it.
But like the immediate fucking thing that I saw when he left the house, I don't know why, but like as soon as I saw the city, I was like, someone played Cyberpunk, and was very annoyed at it. Because like this city looks just like a trippy ass, well, a more trippy ass cartoonish version of Night City. I don't know why, but I just got that looking at it, and I guess it's because it's the only notable Cyberpunk game that's done a city of this scale. I don't know, like the gameplay looks fine, but I just don't feel like I'd be able to deal with this in like long sessions. Like this looks like something I'd pick up for like 2 hours, put down, and then come back to like a day later and try again.
So the real thing is, Dante, will they let us use a plumbus?
So apparently there are multiple guns, and every gun have a different personality, which is going to be very interesting.
That's also going to get really annoying, especially if they just keep fucking talking. Like,
I would absolutely play this game.
Yeah, it'll be interesting because I know they show the knife, and the knife is also just as chatty as the gun.
Mm-hmm. I'm both of them right at the same time.
Yeah, and the knife is like all for like stabbing. So, which like again, it is funny. I can definitely see how it's like, okay, enough, shut the hell up. I hopefully the gameplay will take
What if
it.
this game is like 8 hours long? Like,
That's my.
I think I can put up with it for that long.
That's
too short.
Experience.
That's too short.
My thought would be like outside of the initial times that he start doing stuff, he probably like that gun. I'm just gonna call it Morty. Morty is probably gonna be with you for the whole game. Like he will be the Ratchet to your Clank or vice versa. But I'd be willing to bet like after a while, like he'll just stop saying things or until you get to like new parts. Or he'll just repeat the same stupid thing over and over and over.
That's my biggest concern. Are you telling me that?
Oh no, that's going to be boring then.
Are you gonna? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. There's only so much of that shit that they can say until they've got to start either shutting the fuck up or repeating. That's gonna get old.
Yeah, because if you don't have enough dialogue with it, then what's the point?
Well, what I mean by over and over again is like if you run into a locked door, he's probably going to say the same locked door thing or the same 5 string of locked door things over and over. Like, that's just natural video game stuff. Like, I mean, you could put a whole bunch of dialogue in it. I don't know if they would. But, you know, he's got 5 different ways to say this door is locked, and they'll probably just
here's the thing. Here's my thing. That's to him. My problem is enemies. The enemies fucking talk to you and say dumb shit as well. How many times?
So they'll
keep fucking loop.
Well.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Again, is it starting to become clear what I'm really fucking worried about with this? Like they're just going to just keep talking until they literally loot themselves. That's gonna get fucking old, really goddamn quick.
And so, like, you know, I'm still excited for it, even though, like, I gotta get this right. Like, this is just an Xbox game.
Yeah, PC
and PC.
I have PC, so I guess I theoretically.
But and honestly, I'm not gonna lie either. The gameplay's nothing fucking special. Here's the thing as well with this game that is very apparent from the whole fucking 20 minutes that we get. Like, this is not the strength of this game, I guarantee you, is going to hang on its humor. Because it sure as shit ain't going to be on its gameplay. Quite frankly, I don't believe the strength of this game is not going to hang on the gameplay, it's going to hang on the humor. So, like, that needs to be on point at all times.
Or at least just funny enough.
I believe it's going to be hilarious.
Yeah, like, because I've seen things that did make me laugh, and I was like, okay, that's very funny. Like, the kid thing, I agreed, like, okay, not that funny. But there's, like, a fisherman part, which I was like, that's very funny.
Yeah.
And, like, I'll admit, part of it is, like, I do just like hearing the Morty voice, and so, like, as long as I'm hearing the Morty voice, I'm like, all right, this is all right, I can still work with this. So we'll see just how, like, because I think, like Borderlands before it, like, humor is always such an odd thing that, like, there's only so much of any of it you can generally take. And some of it you just never will like, you know, the sort of weird edgelord video gamey humor of Borderlands 3 was like, no, like, I get it.
That was hold on. With Borderlands 3, I put that down to it's less about the edgelord shit that they were going for and the fact that it was written by people who just don't know how to write that kind of shit.
Yeah, way too much.
It doesn't come off as funny, haha, edgelord. It comes off as cringy. Like, awful. Like, this is really bad attempt.
Well, that's my at least, and that's why I said like humor is just different for everyone. Because for me, it's like all of that sort of internet, like it can be funny, but like it's funny because like the culture accepts it, not because someone is particularly repeating it. Yeah, I don't know if that makes sense. It's like everyone can sort of say a phrase, that it's the phrase itself that's funny, not necessarily who is saying it or whatever like infliction they're putting onto the word. You know, could be wrong, could be right. There are tons of memes that come and go, but that's the part. And I agree with you. Borderlands 3, they didn't get that either. Like it was just these two very, very cringe kids, and I was like, you guys kind of suck. I don't really want to hear from you anymore. Please stop popping up on the screen.
The only good joke I remember from Borderlands 3 was the fucking suicide booth. The only good joke I can turn around and say, that's actually pretty fucking funny.
Oh, yeah, that suicide. Yeah. Oh, no, wait, that too.
No, that's free. That's free. Where she tells you, okay, if you get in this booth, and kill yourself, I'll give you some good loot. And if you do it, she actually gives you the fucking loot.
Oh, that's also in 2.
I don't remember it in 2, but in 3, when I saw it, I actually did find it funny. But again, like you said, the recycling shit. But either way, it shows that like that shows if they've got to recycle stuff, they just don't get how that kind of humor works. Either way, I'm gonna wait for reviews on this. Like I'll wait to see from people who I know. Because like I said, I do like Rick and Morty. I do also like some of the other work that these guys have worked on. It's just a case of, can I deal with them being, with them basically breaking the fourth wall and being, haha, I'm so funny because I'm referencing this, even though, and talking about how silly it is that all of these enemies are attacking us, even though I'm doing the exact thing I'm now mocking because all these enemies are attacking us and there's no way around that. There's no, haha, oh, so we've got to fight now? Oh no, we can just bribe them and they'll fuck off and then we can just walk straight to the boss. Like, there's none of that. There's none of that. It's a case of, oh, we referenced it, now we're gonna do it. How fucking hilarious are we? You know what I mean? It's just how much of that are they gonna have throughout the entirety of the game and how much am I gonna be able to put up with? Because, again...
True. I'll be playing it day one when it comes out. I'll let you know.
Of course you do. Of course you will, because you'll just get it on fucking Game Pass, so you won't really spend much, and you'll turn around and say afterwards, oh, it was dog shit, but I don't really care because I got it on Game Pass. Like, that's a fucking end-all excuse of everything. Anyway.
I'm not gonna shit. There's only one... Actually, is there a Game Pass game that I said was absolute dog shit because it's the absolute dog shit?
No, I don't recall that.
I don't know. I don't play
dog shit.
Huh?
Said Crossfire X was dog shit.
Oh, that was the absolute dog shit. You're right. That's the one. Crossfire X was dog shit. If I didn't just want the achievements for that game, I didn't even play the single player. I refuse. Fuck that game. The game's garbage.
Why the fuck would you want an achievement for that game?
Because I don't know if you realized, but Jube is kind of an idiot sometimes. Those dreads are not for sure. That's really his brain leaking out of his head. Someone is progressively squeezing on his head, and those dreadlocks are getting longer and longer for a reason. It's like Play-Doh.
I enjoyed the multiplayer for like 3 matches, and then I'm like, I have 10 achievements I need to commit and finish, and that's what I did.
I think we should. I think a lot of games were shown, and I recommend people go out and look at them. There was a lot of cool games shown, like The Expanse, which is a Telltale game coming out.
Fascinating.
Oh yeah, wow. Tales of Borderlands is also coming out.
A new Tales of the Borderlands, which is...
I'm super excited for that.
I'm curious why the fuck. There's also Dredge, which is a fishing simulator hiding in a very sinister game. There's also Elysium, I think I'm saying that right, Elysium Chronicle, that got announced as well.
Elysium Chronicle? Which one is that?
Elysium, I don't know, it's hold on, how do you pronounce this? E-I...
Elysium?
What?
It's like
Are you?
Eden Chronicle.
What was it?
Eden Chronicle is old. Are you talking about the thousand people?
not the side scroller, the actual full fat RPG. The side scroller is just a prequel.
Yeah.
I'm super excited for that one. I played the prequel and I got the platinum in it.
Yeah. Then there's also Wreck Nation, the next entry in the Dark Picture anthology, the Devil in Me.
It's fucking fire. It looks fucking fire.
Yep.
Which one?
I'm gonna grab when that comes out. I'm going to grab some popcorn, a Pepsi. I'm gonna put it on my fucking screen and watch the entire thing on YouTube because, again, it's not the kind of thing I buy, but it's the kind of thing that I appreciate good writing because the Dark Chronicles have all been fucking solid writing. See, David Cage, you should take note on how to actually write shit, motherfucker.
For sure. The gameplay notwithstanding, the stories that they told, even when you factor on, it's been good. It's been really fucking.
They write what they know. As I said about from the beginning with Until Dawn, they were writing a cheesy fucking B movie. They knew what they were doing, and they fucking wrote it that way. They weren't trying to tell a complex message. They were that was as shallow as a fucking piss puddle. They weren't doing any of that. They were writing good stories. A new MMO called Dune Awakening coming out as well. Return to Monkey Island. Fucking can't wait.
Gungrave Gore, which got a release date for November 22nd. Cannot wait.
Yep, Gungrave. What else?
Yeah, Gungrave looks gorgeous. I like how that game looks.
Yep.
The System Shock remake, which I didn't even know was happening.
Dude, the System Shock remake has been happening for like 4 fucking years now.
I was like, wait, System Shock?
System Shock has been made. Night Dive have been working on that for fucking years, and they've switched engines twice. Like, I think it's now running on Unreal Engine 4 now. It was originally running on fucking Unity. Like that has been a passion project from Night Dive for years now. There's been a demo on GOG for fucking ages now.
Jeez.
You are behind on that, my friend. But there is 2 games I want to show. One is a shocker. One is a fever dream. The one that is a shock is the one people keep telling me this game is trash. Like the original game is fucking trash. Granted, it's a CG trailer. But Lords of the Fallen is getting a fucking sequel in The Lords of the Fallen. Fuck, gaming historians in the future are gonna fucking hate us in our category, in our cataloging.
Instead of putting 2, the word 2 was replaced with the word the.
Yep. It's like the Predator.
And to have the audacity to show CGI and not actual gameplay.
It doesn't
to show us an improvement.
Oh, that's what people. Here's the thing. The reason why I'm highlighting it is because Lords of the Fallen didn't do that well. Like Lords of the Fallen did not do well financially or critically.
I bought it.
I've got it.
I fucking bought it.
I feel sorry for you.
And apparently it's not even that good.
It was not that good. You're right. I made it.
Wasn't.
So
I played it.
And I gave up.
So that's why it's so shocking that we're getting a sequel to it. Like, of all games, we're getting a sequel to The Lords of the Fallen. Which is
I'm curious if they found a way to,
fix it.
Get the shit together. Like, for example, The Surge had a game and then it had a second one.
I heard Surge 2 was better.
Surge 1 had one moment where enemies are fucking one-shotting you. And I hate that shit.
See,
the fucking spider.
The amount of people that turned around and said, Dante, you don't need to play Lords of the Fallen. You've suffered enough. Don't play Lords of the Fallen. It's bad. It's bad.
Yeah.
Now I'm looking at this and I'm like, if this turns out good. If this turns out fucking good, I've got to fucking play Lords of the Fallen now.
Oh yeah.
I don't recommend it. If they learn from their mistakes, it could be good. Like if they took some of the good things from Mortal Shell and just improved what they had.
Like
there were some good things in Lords of the Fallen, but it wasn't enough good to outweigh the bad in that game. There were some good things.
Was good. I heard the lore was good with Lords. I
was interested in the world and the story, but like the gameplay was like this ain't it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, besides, like I can't play it enough to care to find out.
Yeah, and I won't lie. Sometimes a trailer can work in favor or against. The choice of music was perfect for this trailer. Like they picked the right music. Either way, like even as a CG trailer, like it like a movie trailer, it did its job. I'm interested. I hope that they fix their shit. I really do. Now the other game that we're gonna highlight is the fever dream. Like I want to know what crack is being passed around. Because
What are you talking about?
Of all fucking things, why is Killer Clowns from Outer Space getting a video game?
Because we live in the best timeline.
Which game?
Killer Clowns from Outer Space. It is like one of the cheesiest, dumbest fucking like B movies ever of like the modern age. And
correct words you're using is one of the greatest B movies of the modern age.
I mean, Dune is getting its own game.
Candy.
No. Okay,
circus tent themed spaceship.
Okay, so I'm the executive producer of the Friday the 13th game. Okay, my expectations are incredibly tempered now because like Friday the 13th game wasn't all that great.
It wasn't great. It wasn't great.
It was cool, but it wasn't all that great. But again,
anyone here watch Dune?
Here's the thing. Okay, right. Okay, I'm gonna break this down very easily for you, Omar, and everybody else here can agree. There is a fundamental, marginal, fucking Grand Canyon worth of difference between Dune and Killer Clowns from Outer Space.
I never seen both, so I can't comment.
Killer Clowns from Outer Space is a movie. Like it's literally in the fucking title. It's Killer Clowns from Outer Space.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I've seen few people were hyped for it.
Oh no,
I'm not joking.
The reason why people are hyped for it is
because of nostalgia and rose-colored glasses.
Rose-colored glasses. No, here's the thing: it's a cult movie. It's a cult classic movie. It's dumb. It's fucking stupid. But it's also one of those really, really, it's so bad, it's hilariously great movies. It's one of those. It isn't one of those movies that came out to set the world on fire like Dune. Like Dune is a fucking blockbuster. Killer Clowns from Outer Space is no joke. Is literally a bargain bin DVD on release. Like that's
it's free on YouTube right now.
Exactly.
I'm posting the link in the chat. Everyone go watch this movie. It's amazingly bad and stupid. Yeah. But it's amazing nonetheless.
And it came out in 1980 fucking 8. I mean, fuck. Even in 1998, it only had a budget of 1.8 million fucking dollars. Again, this is as B-movie as it fucking gets. And somehow it spawned sequels. Don't ask me how, it did.
And like,
it did have some sequels. It did have some sequels.
It also had an album named after it. By the Dickies.
It's such a fever dream of
treasure is one man shit, I guess.
Like, and then I just think, there are so many horror movie franchises, and I get this is probably like easy, but like to specifically choose this is like to be aware of this in a way that other people to appreciate this that other people do not.
It's also to be on a lot of fucking cocaine.
So I'm just like, I was watching the thing. I was like, I don't know what this is. I was looking at the kid. I was like, he's supposed to be Marty McFly because he looks so like with the vest and things. Like, I don't know what it is. And then the clown showed up, and like my jaw just dropped. And it's like, I have such like memories of this movie. Like it's tattooed into my brain. It's like this, and then there was an old movie called Ticks. starring Carlton from Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, that are just like yeah, it's about giant ticks. It's like tattooed into my brain where I could never forget it. I'll never forget people like wrapped up in giant cotton candy on an alien spaceship that looks oddly like a circus tent.
Again, Omar, are you starting to see the fundamental difference, or are you starting to picture the fundamental difference between Killer Clowns from Outer Space and Dune? Just from fucking Zero's description.
Killer Clowns is one of those. It's so bad, it's good. It's a good example of so bad, it's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, kind of like what's called the Mario movie.
Oh no,
Yeah.
no, that was just bad.
But you're on the right path, Omar. You're just like, this is a weird thing. I'm gonna watch it, but like, I'm not exactly sure what's happening
okay.
here.
You want to know a perfect example of like a film that's so bad it's good, because Killer
The
Clowns.
Mortal Kombat one?
No, dude, you will wash your fucking mouth out with soap right now, boy. Otherwise, I will whoop your fucking ass.
No, I'm talking about the one that from recent.
Dude, like the newest one?
That one sucks.
No, that one sucks.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Like, example of movies that are so bad they're good. Like, Plan 9 from Outer Space by Ed Wood. So bad, it's great. Like, so bad it made the man a household fucking name, and there's a fucking movie starring Johnny Depp portraying him out there because of that movie. Trolls 2 is another example of a movie so bad that it's just phenomenal. The Room is another one. It's so bad that it's good. The Happening.
Jason X.
No, Jason X is just great. The Happening with Mark Wahlberg. It's so bad, it's good. Are you gonna kill me?
I can't stand that movie.
No.
The Shining.
Oh no,
The Shining is a good movie.
The Shining is a classic.
I'm just getting
I'm talking with you guys. I was ready to see if someone would catch it or not.
I'm just starting to think that you just don't have any good tastes. Like,
he out here shitting on one of the horror gods. What you mean?
Exactly. Like two more off the top of my head that I can think of. At least one of them's personally so bad that it's good to me, especially when you just go into it absolutely either high off your ass or drunk off your tits, is Battlefield Earth. Like,
wow, that is my most hated movie of all time.
I second that. Besides Dragon Ball Evolution, I second that.
And the other one is, you guys have never heard of this, Manos, The Hands of Fate. Like, you guys have never heard of that movie, but it kind of falls into that same category for me. But yeah, like, it's one of those. So yes, I'm looking forward to Killer Clowns from Outer Space. I cannot believe that is a sentence I just fucking strung together, but I did.
In 2022.
In 2022.
Would you ever believe you would say the phrase, I'm looking forward to Killer Clowns from Outer Space, the video game?
My only fucking problem is I look at this because it's one of those Friday the 13th films, games where it's it's 4v7, I believe. I think those are the numbers they fucking threw out, that it's a 4v7 game. And I just look at it and I like, you could have had, it's 3v7. Yeah, it's a 3v7 between clowns and humans. That is such an odd fucking number, but I'll take it.
Yeah.
I just look at it and I'm like, for some reason, I really want a fucking game of this kind centered around The Thing. Like John Carpenter's The Thing.
I mean, effectively, that is, Among Us is the dumbed down version of that, which in and of itself is just derivative of a bunch of other things. I agree with you, though. The Thing would be awesome.
Yeah.
But so, because there's a game, I saw it on the PlayStation Store the other day. It's like somebody's lying. It's some game where like there's a screen of people and you need to guess who the liar is based on like their facial expressions or their facial cues or tics. I'm gonna download it at some point because I'd never heard of it. It looked fascinating because I'd never seen anything like that before. And I don't know how much of a game it is so much as just like guessing. But like,
Is it almost like what's called real life characters or
yeah, they're like
game?
real. They're like real people.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
I suck at it. I can't handle real people. Real people suck.
Oh, if I find it, I'll send it to you guys in the chat. So
Yeah. All right, but ladies and gentlemen, I think that is what we're gonna call it. Gamescom was
Yay!
Gamescom was a surprisingly good fucking show, despite what Omar thinks. And there's a couple of good games to keep your eyes out on. Like, remember, think with your wallet, be smart with your purchases. All right, let's get to the outros. Omar, where can people find you?
People can find me at Carbon on Twitter and Anime Squad every Friday, 5 p.m. at the same time, and Game Player every Saturday, 5 p.m. at the same time. We did that one review, 0. I'm still waiting on news, and other than that, yeah. Shout out to Mempo, to the panel members, and shout out to chat, and hit that like button.
All right, Jubei, where can people find your dreadlocks? Aside from eBay.
Damn.
Jubei X Sensei on gaming platforms, Jubei Sensei everywhere else except Twitter. I'm going by Big Chungus now on Twitter, you feel me?
Chungus.
did you see that they
Yeah,
registered
apparently, yeah,
Big
someone...
WB like registered Big Chungus, so there's a rumor that he might show up in multiverses.
Yes!
Or he might be a costume, but like there's a
Yeah,
rumor
something
Big
like
Chungus
that,
might be showing
yeah.
up.
Make him a costume for Bugs. I'm with it. I'm paying for it. I'm paying for it day one. You'll also find me on Anime Squad this Friday, so I can talk about how dog shit this fucking My Hero chapter was.
Oh.
Oh. So wait, hold on a second.
Oh, save
Is
that,
it what
save
I
that
think it
shit.
is?
Save that shit for your fucking anime weeby bullshit while I go and watch a fucking harem anime. Alright, Pharaoh, where can people find you?
You can find me on Twitter at Pharaoh Bizarre, and anywhere you like to watch streamers at the Land of Pharaoh.
Alright, cool. People can find me at Dante Crisis on Instagram, Twitter, DLive, Twitch, YouTube, and The Dante Crisis on Facebook. Currently doing Let's Plays of Gauntlet 2014 and Butcher, a side-scrolling gore-fest, so to speak, where your goal is to eradicate humanity. It's difficult, but it's really fucking fun. Current live stream schedule is Tuesday is Metroid Prime, Wednesdays Chill Streams, Thursday Persona 4 Golden, and Fridays will be Mass Effects Andromeda on Insanity. Because my god, I just don't know how to stop punishing myself. It fucking sucks. Alright, Zero, where can people find you? But more importantly, where can people find the podcast?
Well, guys, it's always an absolute blast to be here, talking games, anime, fun, movies. You can, of course, find me pretty much everywhere, 0x386 or 0.exe on pretty much all sort of social media platforms. But, of course, more importantly, you can certainly find us, Vitamin G Podcast, pretty much everywhere you listen to any of your favorite podcasts, which I hope by this time we are one of yours. And if not, give a couple more listens, listen to some of the back ones, catch up. And then decide whether or not we would be one of your favorites, because you literally could be doing anything else, but you decided to listen to us, so we always appreciate you for that. And of course, even though we always come here, I gotta make sure you support my wonderful panel members, so go out and give them a look. Jubei X Sensei, pretty much everywhere, or not online, but on video games and such. So go see if you can find him in Fortnite. I am sure he'll be riding around on Nimbus Cloud or whatever, shooting people with Kamehamehas. Or you can join him and myself on Fridays with Omar and Anime Squad, or just check out Omar on Saturdays with Game Slayer podcast, also 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Please, of course, go check out Land of Pharaoh. I'm disappointed that he said he's been losing in Madden, because I always boost him up. So I guess watch his other stuff, whatever. Like maybe go get good in FIFA, Pharaoh, and then do that. Just be like that super.
It's not that I'm not good at Madden. It's that the current team that I have doesn't have any real legitimate receiving threats. So
I have a friend that wanna challenge you in Madden.
I ain't got no fucking receivers either, bro. Cowboys
you
garbage.
You have a superstar wide receiver. I don't want to hear that. If I had CeeDee Lamb, I would look like God with CeeDee Lamb on my team, and you know I would.
So use the Cowboys. I want to see it. I want to see it.
Have you ever really played with another team outside of the Ravens?
I used to, but not nowadays. I don't too much. But yeah, I play against the Cowboys.
I think 23 is about the first game where I'm just going to turn on random, and not care what team I play as, because
I'd have fucking Dak and CD looking like Peyton and Marvin Harrison out this bitch. What, he's 6'2"? Oh, hell yeah. And then Michael Gallup? Michael Gallup 6'1"? Okay, yeah. And you got Tolbert, he's 6'2" too? Okay. Oh, you got a bunch of 6'2" wide receivers.
Wonderful.
I don't even care how fast they are. I care about how tall they are, because you can go get the ball now.
You can expect on Pharaoh's stream. So like hopefully if you get him to rarely play as another team, you can go see that rare shining example. And of course, please let's not at all forget Dante Crisis. All throughout the week, variety of streams. Some we don't even know yet, so like keep an eye on it. Join his Patreon. Stalk him outside. Leave like cups of water right outside of his house. Like do all types of weird things that like I'm sure he will greatly appreciate. So like be a part of that. Dante has Crisis pretty much everywhere. D-Live, Twitch, YouTube. Just go check him out. But of course, always guys, we appreciate you and thank you so much.
Yes, and remember to keep it gaming. Okay, we out of here. Peace.
Later.
I'm on the outside looking in, and I wanna be back on the inside. I don't wanna be left on the outside, all alone. All alone.
Hey, you rockin' with beasts, discussing the heat in the streets. Take over the west and the east. I got what you need, a dose of this vitamin G.